with the trade deadline looming today and a lot of Raptor fans thinking, can we get somebody, right? There's been talks of PJ Tucker. There's been talks about Wilson Chandler. There's been discussions. In the dying minutes before 3 o'clock, the Raptors strike a deal with the Phoenix Suns, bringing PJ Tucker back to Toronto. Back, you may say. He was originally drafted by the Toronto Raptors. And that's cool. It's cool to have him 31 years of age coming back to the team he was drafted to. Now, what do the Raptors have to give up for PJ Tucker? The good news is about PJ, he is an outstanding defender. I think that's the main reason he is on this team now. The main reason the Raptors traded for him, because of his outstanding defensive abilities. Now, I'm assuming Phoenix originally wanted a first-round pick, right? But 31 years old, expiring contract, and they just wanted to get something out of him, and the Raptors took advantage of that. If you don't know what they had to give up Jared Sullinger, who was hurt most of the year, and when he came back, he was too heavy and just really wasn't playing well when he even had a shot. And also 2 second-round picks, 1 second-round pick for 2017, and 1 second-round pick for 2018. That is an outstanding deal. Getting PJ Tucker, especially when he thrives off of energy as well, and this city's full of energy. You fire up a good defensive play, this fan base will be right behind you the whole way. And I think he's going to be so excited to be with the Raptors, and I think we're excited to have him here. I know I am for sure. And think about it this way, guys. The way I'm looking at this, the Raptors get Serge Ibaka and PJ Tucker for Terrence Ross, a first-round pick, and 2 seconds. Ideally, that's what it was. That is an outstanding. It's an outstanding trade, because you look at it, the Raptors needed to make a change, right? They needed to, and we knew defense was an issue. We knew that the whole time, defense was this team's big problem, right? And with Patterson not being healthy and obviously Sully not being healthy throughout the whole year. You had Siakam at power forward, Patterson when he was healthy, and then you have Poeltl sometimes playing the 4, and it was just a mess, right? It wasn't. Don't get me wrong, Poeltl and Siakam have done fantastic this year in their first years, but what this team needed was some experienced bigs. That's what they needed, and with the acquisition of Serge Ibaka, and now the defensive dynamo of PJ Tucker. Not only did they get older and more experienced, their defense is very strong at the big. At those 2 positions. Where's PJ Tucker going to slot? Well, he can play the 4, he can play the 3, right? And he's just a good, ugly defender. You know what I mean? Like, when I say ugly defender, I mean he's a guy that's going to be up in your face, just grinding you down, and that's just going to be so fun to watch, But the one thing that scares me, well, there's one positive and there's a part that scares me. All right, let me break it down. The positive is we have bird rights to both guys. That's good. PJ Tucker, I don't expect to be a huge bit of money, so I don't see a problem there. But with Serge, it's good to know we have bird rights. But that leaves a question. What do you do with Kyle Lowry's contract? You gotta sign him. Okay. But then what do you do with JV's contract? The Raptors are going to be in that situation of, okay, we've got to move somebody. Something's got to happen. But we're not going to talk about people getting traded in the offseason, contract negotiations. That doesn't matter to me. That really doesn't, just because we're in the now. The Raptors want to win now. We will worry about the offseason stuff when it happens, when it comes to it. But for right now, that trade, it makes so much sense for this team. Masai did not go crazy. He didn't say, okay, we need somebody here, throw everything at them. No, he waited. He took his time until Phoenix was like, fine, we'll pretty much take anything. And the Raptors literally gave them trash. I mean, the second round picks, you never know, but like, they're going to be 2 garbage second round picks. So, ideally, the Raptors stole PJ Tucker from the Phoenix Suns, but it made sense for the Raptors. And they needed a defense, more defense, because this team has not been a great defensive team, well, more or less all year long. And with the acquisition of Ibaka and Tucker, you have a pretty darn good defensive, you got a couple really good defensive guys on your team. And it's exciting now. The question is, will PJ Tucker play tomorrow night against Boston? I'm not sure. We know Serge is going to play, and that's going to be exciting. But will PJ Tucker play? I don't really know. Do I hope he does? Absolutely, because getting the new guys in there, you got to get them in there. And plus, with Patrick Patterson, I'm not going to say he's 100% able to play tomorrow, but it looks good that he's going to be able to play tomorrow, and then having him and PJ Tucker and Serge, having them all in there to help this team out, things might be going well for the Raptors. This team, on paper, with the additions, and with Patrick Patterson hopefully being healthy for the rest of the year, we haven't seen much of that at all. He hasn't played like a solid week since the first week of the year. It's not actually true, but it's what it feels like. So we got to look at this from a standpoint of, we didn't go out and make the big trade. You didn't go out and make the big trade to Wilson Chandler. You didn't go out and make the huge trade to JV for Andre Drummond. Right? We saw a little bit of that in there as well. You didn't go crazy, but you got what you needed. Right? In the past, trade deadlines were just another day for the Raptors. They didn't make a trade the past couple of years at the deadline, and I mean, the team was good. Don't get me wrong, but they could have used something else. This year, now it's probably not just about this team not playing well. I think we want to just get over the hump. Is it going to be tough? Absolutely. Cleveland's a darn good team, and obviously Golden State's Golden State. I don't expect to beat them at all, but this team definitely, if you're thinking about, did they improve before the deadline and after the deadline? Absolutely. 100%. Nothing but positives out of this deal. The only nervous part was with the contract talks, but I don't worry about that right now. Nothing but positives. It's a great trade for the Raptors, and it's a great, tomorrow's going to be a doozy of a game. That's what I'm talking about. And it's not like you're facing like the 76ers or the Brooklyn Nets in these guys' first game. No, you're going right up against the division-leading Boston Celtics, who were kind of quiet on this night. They didn't really do much of anything. In fact, they didn't do anything. So you know what? That's good news for the Raptors, I guess. That Boston is the same team, and the Raptors have improved. I'm very eager to see what happens tomorrow, and I think you guys are too. So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video and you enjoyed the trade, hey, hit that like button. Raptors give up pretty much, a rack of balls, a couple pylons, and they got PJ Tucker. That's what I'm talking about. Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the subscribe button if you guys haven't already. Does mean a lot when you guys hit the subscribe button. Comment down below what you guys thought of the game. What'd you get? Wow. See, that's just like memory. What you guys thought of the game, whatever. No. Let me know what you guys thought of the trade. Where do you think PJ Tucker is going to slot in? Is he going to be behind Patterson at the 4? Is he going to be he's going to be behind Ibaka at the 4? Is he going to be behind Carroll at the 3? Let me know what you guys have to think about that. And we'll talk to you guys, later tonight, Leafs edition. I was expecting to only do one video, but you know what? Here's 2. It's been quiet over the past week and a half, so we got to start pounding out lots of videos. We'll talk, like I said, talk to you guys later tonight, Leafs edition. They're taking on the New York Rangers. looking for the third straight win. That would be nice, especially since they got help last night with Florida and Boston losing. And also, tomorrow, Raptors edition, Raptors and Celtics. I think a lot of people are going to be watching this game. And just a heads up, guys, I will be getting the video out to you tomorrow. However, it will be in a different location. It won't be here. It'll be somewhere else. I'll try and get some good lighting. I'll try and get the video looking good for you guys. But there will be a video tomorrow night for you guys. Don't you worry. And hopefully it's a positive talking about a W, all right? So we'll talk to you guys very shortly. Well, a little later tonight and tomorrow night. Raps, Celtics. We'll see you guys then.